Hi everyone, I'm Madeline. And I am now a high school student. And a few months ago, I'm still in 9th grade. And in 9th grade, every student has to take a high school entry test, which is very important and stressful for us in that time. So because I don't have to take the test, so I have seen many people under stress without myself being nervous. So today I'm going to tell you about stress and how we deal with it. Stress, is it good or bad? And we are going to talk about the sources of stress and common response when people are in a stressful situation and learn how to deal with it. Stress, is it a bad thing? Most people don't like to be stressed, and when we have stress, we want to get rid of it as soon as possible. So that is one reason why we can use stress as a motivation. It drives people forward to achieve the job faster and better. But sometimes when people are too nervous, they get depressed and didn't want to do anything. That is the bad side of stress. Sources of stress. People get stressed from many places, and these three are just examples. Expectations from others or from self or others. People may think they are very good to do the things, so they don't want to fail. So before doing some things, they try to do it best without failing. So that is one source of stress. Anxiety and lack of self-confidence. These two often come together. It is, although a person is good at something, he or she might be nervous and think, I might do this wrong and ruin the whole thing. That is why they are nervous. One classmate of mine once told me that he is very nervous about the test I just talked about, the high school entry test. And at the few months, he is so nervous and didn't act like him at all. So he is really a smart student, but he is scared that he might have stomach ache in the test or just feel dizzy and fail the test. And that is why he is so stressful. Response when under stress. Again, these are also just some examples. People might have sleepless nights, get angry easily, and be unable to focus. These are all because we have our minds all fixed up in the coming out events. So when we are preparing for example, when I was preparing for this presentation, I was so nervous because I feel like I cannot talk for 8 minutes, and I kept thinking about what if I stutter and stood on stage without saying anything. So I was pretty nervous. Until Thursday, I was still thinking about the topic. And that night, I just talked to my mom about how nervous I was for like 2 or 3 hours. But for that few hours, I think if I focus on thinking on the topic on those hours, I can save those times for a more prepared presentation. But yeah. So another response when you're under stress, people have different responses. For example, some people eat a lot and some people don't eat at all. When my sister is getting to college, she gained she was gained many weight that year. So, but when I was preparing for a test, I don't want to eat. So people have different responses. And finally, we come to how we deal with stress. We can take some rest from time to time. And people may think, I don't have time for rest while preparing for the things I was going to do. But that is not true, because people can work 24/7, and we have to sleep and do many things besides work. So before sleep, you can listen to music or you read your favorite book for 10 minutes, and it doesn't delay your work. Also, you can play sports. It may be tiring, but if you keep on playing, you will have better power. And think positive and just do it. It is not just a commercial. Because if you, like I said, I spend times worrying about things and thinking about bad things. So if I think positive, instead of thinking what I might do wrong, I think about what I can have or what I can learn if I do this thing really good. And just do it is, don't just think. You have to go down there and do it so the work can be achieved better and faster. Before I end, I want to wrap up what I said. Although we have stress from many different reasons and we have different responses, but if we do what I just said, we can overcome the stress and do things better and faster. Thank you.